heading down to Winslow today. Foggy out. Oh no, that's just the window. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Look out. I may be getting a phone call soon. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, I'm definitely see you in a minute. Phone call I've been waiting on for a little while. Good morning. How you doing, Amy? Checking my ID. Checking where my ID's going. Yeah, just have them send it to your mom's, dude.
I'm pretty sure they already sent it.
I'm. I don't care. Well, I see you're here. You're doing better than a bunch of people I drive by with little stones over their head. That's a good start. I'm happy to be here. Beautiful day. Got a bunch to do today. Like I said, I might make or get a phone call here in the next hour. People I want to talk to are in a meeting, and the lady I did talk to was very excited to hear from me. So I don't know what the hell to even think at this point in time. I'm waiting on a phone call. Story of my life. It's all good. Something Jamie brought up. I need a paper to go along with my rock. And I've been trying to get it for about 6 months. And the Ottawa haven't called me back. I've been leaving messages, couldn't get a hold of them. And finally got a hold of somebody today. And she was like, oh my God, you're that guy. Hang on. And she comes back. She says, oh my God, everybody's in a meeting right now. Can I put you? She got my phone number, so we'll see what happens. If she don't call back, I'm just about to drive straight to fucking Miami, Oklahoma, and put a rock through their window, give it right back to them. I'm fucking over it. It's just, the way I feel today. Mm. Oh, my last cup of coffee. What? What are you complaining about now? Hmm? Hey there, Henry. Always a pleasure to see you, bro. How's TJ doing? How you doing, TJ? Here pretty soon we're gonna have Russian missiles flying over your head at us. So keep it on a swivel. Don't be scared, man. I do hope you've been doing your homework, Henry, because you're amazing. We can't have you running around there amazing and scared, because amazing doesn't get scared, brother. We just get pissed off. Remain calm. See, that's a hard one, isn't it? Scared of California or scared for California? I'm a little concerned about everybody right at the moment because what I was told by a senator I see coming into fruition. Yeah, America. We got issues. Our population elected a child predator again. Second time in the fucking office. He keeps masquerading around as a conservative, or Republican anyway. The most conservatives I know got out of the Republican Party about the first time he got elected in. He's been a lifetime Democrat and friend of Bill and Hillary. He takes $160 million from George Soros as a bailout for Chicago towers. He's been running around on his yacht, which nobody's talking about the yacht. Everybody wants to talk about the plane. Because the yacht is a simple Google search. It was all fanfare back in the 80s when he was running around with 14-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old Miss Teen USA pageant contestants on his yacht with international businessmen for decades before Epstein, the broke businessman, met Donald and became rich. Who works for who? See, this is what's coming out. And it's going to come out because they want us dragging politicians out of their homes and hanging them. I've warned of this for a long time. And I hope it doesn't come as a surprise because there's an awful lot of ugly, ugly shit going down right now. Horrible cramps. I get those in my hand. I find honestly it's a little tougher for me to relieve a cramp in me than someone else. I don't know. I don't like cramps. They get set in. No differences in TJ. That's that's good. Up and down, no longer round and round. Yes, sir. Bunch of bumps in the road now, and they're set up there for us intentionally. Morning, Mark. Welcome to the adventure. We ain't gonna be doing too much today. We're going down to Winslow, dump the tanks, do some laundry, grab some supplies and water, and come back up. I got to call in to Mike, see if he's working today. We might see him, might not. I don't know. Depends on what happens. If he's working, we ain't going all the way out to Meteor Crater to see him. We're just gonna come right back up here. I understand he got himself a new job. Well, good for you, Mark. It's you must have a lot of clothes. Or be like me, I wear a pair of pants 3, 4 days in a row as long as I don't get them all fucked up. It's been a couple weeks for us. We got a pile going on. Catfish for president. I hope not.
Well, I'm wondering if you would send my driver's license yet, as I've not been able to change
I have been known to.
where it was sent to.
It's been a while though since I could stand them in the corner. I usually fuck up my pants pretty quick doing mechanic work or some stupid shit.
Would the night number be on the paper of the temporary ID? Would that be the L number? And 171988.
Same as talking to DMV trying to get his license shipped to his mom's house instead of up in Casper because we definitely ain't going back. Things are picking up too fast down here, and I'm pretty much done associating with people that just ignore my warnings.
9/30/2004. Change the drive.
You good, you old puppy. Hell of a thing to watch, isn't it, Mark? I know I've pointed it out to many people that laughed rather than look. I appreciate you looking because you can't make that shit up. I mean, I could lie to you, say it's doing a flip, and I bet you most people would fucking not look anyway. But it's fucking flipping. All you gotta do is look. So I was talking the other day, it's been flipping for a long time. It's been very evident every night. And when you got a troll going on and on and on about how it isn't, people notice. And I actually appreciate my trolls. They sent me half of my subs talking shit. And then they come over here and they see I'm actually offering something you can fucking look at and verify by yourself. You don't need me around. It sounds crazy, but you fucking look up and it's like, okay, the guy's just talking about some crazy shit. He ain't crazy because that's fucking crazy shit. And that's where you guys are. That's where I'm at. It's fucking crazy shit. That's all. And then it just rolls real fast. Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. That's why I say, if you watch it, it gets kind of boring. But if you look at it one time it rises and then one time it's set, you'd be like shitting your pants. Then you can't stop but watch it. It's like, yes, this motherfucker rolled. Did a cartwheel. Fuck it, man in the moon. Settle down. It is what it is. I keep finding myself saying that an awful lot because it is. It is what it is. This fucking moon's doing a cartwheel. Ain't no fanfare. That's what's going on. It's not normal. It's a new trick.
They already sent it.
All right. Well,
They sent it on the 28th.
what'd they say about getting another one?
I'd have to make an appointment.
An appointment? Oh, Jesus Christ. When did they send it?
The 28th.
Mm.
About 3 days ago.
I am not going up there to get it. Morning, Polly.
Another appointment. I need my stuff in my credentials as well.
Yeah, Mark, you're not wrong. He's doing new tricks. Yeah, I'm really glad you noticed. A lot of people haven't.
Your baby girl.
Wonder if we're gonna sell propane today or not.
Not for you. No.
Let's see if we'll start. Should. Fucking generator ran all night.
Chuck.
Oh, she's cold. She's cold. Nice, Polly. That's a good morning. Good way to start a week. I did myself. I got up about 5, kicked on the generator, took a little nap, got back up, made my coffee.
Chuck. No. You're gonna put up the generator. You're gonna check.
Huh?
Yes, you're gonna check the propane first.
Yeah. I'll get the generator in.
Light check.
But yeah, I was gonna go see if they got propane today. We've still got a little bit, even after heating all night last night.
Thank you.
Like I said, that heater doesn't use nearly as much as I thought it would.
That's it.
And it uses even less than I thought it was. But cooking that turkey took up about a quarter of the tank. That's a lot of gas. That's a lot of night's heat right there.
Fucking turkey day.
Uh-huh. Ooh, I gotta take my phone with me today, everywhere I go.
I rode to be beat up the buggy.
Just in case it fucking rings. Rhonda is supposed to be calling me back here pretty soon about this snakehead and get me a paper of authenticity. From a 144,000 carat blue jadeite fucking statuette.
Fudge. I'm over here now for fudge.
Try to dry off this window a little bit. I don't know. Keeps finding myself spending hours on fucking stupid Facebook spamming shit on Mr. 333's page again. Saw like 6 of his posts right there on my fucking feed this morning. I was like, God dang it, this motherfucker's everywhere. Feeding fear every goddamn post he's got. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking into it though. No, the fuck you ain't. Piece of shit.
You know what's going on.
I know. I said, you've had us over here for fucking years telling you, you son of a bitch. Comments keep getting likes. So I keep making them. Fuck him. He ain't gonna turn around. If he does, I'll fucking apologize, thank him, and shit my pants all at the same time.
Sounds like it's trying to over.
I missed you immensely so much. Oh, Chico King. It's like, I never left. Oh, God. Invite more cans.
Yeah, it's a lot of distractions. It ain't really their fault.
James' fault. I take it.
Most folks didn't have a senator exchanging spittle with them about the value of people's lives. I had a little inside head start on this. He was, hey, made a mix. Oh dear.
You know, I had some time. I had to feed my pets before I came to. So I had a little fun time with the dogs and cats. How dare you? The movement, huh? Good.
I like to earn my lanyard.
Sugar. It's a careful about when you get to know people from Western civilization, society, Americans, get embarrassed about stuff that later on it really don't matter. You know, that's what I was saying about closeness of things. It's just human. If you can't be close to people, you kind of gotta work on some stuff.
You can't be in the Navy.
Yeah.
I was
gonna say something about close quarters. You know? Yeah. You learn respect. You know?
Yeah, you do. Respect to your little area and their area and whatever they're doing in the bathroom. That's cool. Stay out of there for a minute. Yeah, willful ignorance, that's the one that really... Woeful ignorance is bad, but willful ignorance is the worst. Mark says hi, guys.
Good morning.
How you doing, translator?
I don't have service.
Dude, first time in 6 months I got somebody at the fucking Ottawa tribe this morning.
Oh, really?
Waiting on a call.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Rhonda was busy, she said. She was very excited to hear from me, acted like, you know, they'd been waiting to hear from me for a while. I'm like, I've been calling for 6 months. She goes, do you want to leave her another? I said, I left her 3 over the Thanksgiving weekend. So I figured you'd call back. She goes, oh yeah, well, we were closed. I said, shit, lady, I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. I didn't see you guys doing it, but I guess you do.
No, it's government shit.
Yeah. I told her, I said, look, Rhonda told me go out and show the world, and I'm sitting here And Hope, you're telling me I need to have myself a piece of paper verifying this shit, or I could go to jail. I said, I've been trying to call you 6 months, and I don't understand why you put me in this situation. She goes, oh my God. I was like, yeah, that's what I said. What the hell?
I wonder if, for some reason, I take my interest.
Well, I straight told her. Okay, yeah.
I wonder if that would ever be something, gave it to me, and I held it like that, would that law apply to me too? I don't know. I'm just.
No, it
I'm not
wouldn't.
saying. I was just wondering.
No, you're
If there's room in there, there's something.
might.
Yeah, because I actually am aware of all that kind of stuff, and I have reported those things. They didn't want nothing of it, almost like what they're doing. It kind of seems like the same thing,
Well,
because you know why? More paperwork, more manpower. Maybe they don't have anybody to exactly articulate or understand what the ramifications of what it is.
Just need a written note from mommy.
Yeah, but there it is.
Yeah.
See, and then they don't know what they're going to be able to do. Again, they're going to have to be responsible for a big part of it, budgetary.
Well, see,
or
that's what I
depending
told her.
on the level of
I
corruption.
said, look,
Yes.
I know that's sitting under 20,000-year-old system. I know I found that, and I told her the historian in Javita. I said, I know that temple had to be there. I said, I know what temple it is. I said, it needs to remain unnamed because the land is said to remain.
What I
But
think,
no, I mean,
I think they're waiting for somebody else, a comparable thing, whatever letters before and after it. You know, they're not getting that because no one wants to touch it. Because
it's them touching
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They made a heritage site. It's actually registered.
Again, you know,
they could give me a heritage
I
site
don't-
certificate.
I don't understand why they're again what
Yeah.
you're saying. You know, it seems
Yeah.
like, but I run into that stuff too. So I don't understand it, but I do.
I can't see her being that busy. You know what I mean?
Again, too, there might be legislation going through too, or they might something might have happened that affected either budgetary or protocol or something like that. They're not telling us, can't articulate, or somebody that they're getting their orders from aren't saying that to them, so they're stalling too because they don't understand. That's
They're
just the
very
best.
vague.
Yeah, just the best I understand it because you're right. How long? Why? You know.
Good.
I get frustrated too myself. You go into all this length
aggravating.
and trouble gathering.
I said, I
data.
brought you fucking
Yeah,
holiest
and
relic and you're ignoring me.
And you're doing the right
I
thing.
said, I didn't even ask for $1. All I asked for is a piece of paper saying I can have this so I don't get
Do
arrested.
they consider it?
Doing what you asked me to
they
do.
consider it their holiest relic?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be their power,
Yeah. So you would wonder.
the tribe's power. Yeah. They had
The
lost it
reaction was-
for 250 years. They changed their name, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I hate to say
They
this.
went through trauma.
I hate to say this. If that was so, then the tribe would. You know.
They have to rebuild it first. They're just still undigging it. I don't know how that looks myself.
And if that's, I have nothing to do with that stuff.
Yeah, well,
it was in the ground that.
Hey,
Yeah.
now you see why I ran away. I was like, fuck this shit.
Like I'm saying, that's theirs. That's theirs. Let them.
I was happy to bring it back.
If they don't know what it is, then you know maybe just leave it alone.
Yeah, they were the guardians of that land before they were turned out.
She was awful happy to see me when I walked in there. But yeah, all of a sudden I feel like that happiness faded because the bitch had called me back in months. You know that. You're the one who brought it up. I was like, you know what? That's a good point. The lady on the other end of the phone was like, oh, wow. I was like, yeah, wow.
Then that proves they're not doing their stuff on their end.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I was thinking about all this stuff. I was like, why the fuck am I feeling pressure about having a, you know, and they haven't applied, they haven't set a date. Tomorrow it'll be a year, and tomorrow marks a whole cycle. I know, in my mind, I had already thought about that it was going to take a whole year.
Full circle.
I'm like,
Looking like he wants to get Steve.
Yeah, it's gone full circle for a year for you now.
yeah, but you know, the most important thing is my mom's health. Then I worry about it. It's like today, I'm just,
Amy says hi, Jamie.
okay, hello. I saw that live highlight what you were talking about and what I said to them. Now it's not a secret, so maybe they can use that. I don't know. I understand why you did that though, because it illustrates the point. You know, you don't have to be.
I didn't do it. Somebody else cut that out of
Oh,
here. I don't even know who did it.
Well, maybe they.
I just approve it or
Maybe they
not.
want to use my word. I'm not sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe they value your words.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because I could have said all kinds of stuff. I could have repeated what that guy was saying to us.
Yeah.
And I could have repeated what got said and got him kicked out of the village. So maybe it was the last.
Yeah.
It was the thing he needed to
That's
hear.
what he needed.
Yeah, he needed to
He
hear.
definitely did. He went and bought lunch for everybody. that's real good medicine. And yeah, that's you know, like I said, we've been doing our homework. People can see good value when they hear it.
That's good. I'm grateful.
I am too. I really am. Like you said, you know, you asked, what are we doing with this? I'm like, well, we're doing what we can. Because I don't know what to do with it. Nobody told me anything that even this existed. So, you know, we're just a bunch of babies out here crying. But we're learning to walk. That's what we're really doing right now. We're just learning to crawl. And I appreciate my big brother's help.
You're starting to sound like my mom, brother. He calls me his big brother. Yeah, I call him the little brother.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Brother knows best sometimes.
Eat a cute.
Yes, you're a dog. You're a dog. Verified, you're a dog. You're a dog. You're a dog.
Plushie. Plushie. You're nothing but a plushie. You. Plushie.
Oh, you Chico. He's like, okay, I'll lay on this one. I feel much better now. It's fucking hot in here.
How this collision affected my businesses.
Bigly, and Donald would say. It affected him bigly.
Immensely big. Humongous. I got it. How'd you get it? There's got to be something.
Okay, time me back. I'm gonna pull over by the propane.
I should. Huh? Okay, here. I'll go in with your money and pay for it. Give me your money first.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, good. Give me your money right now so I can jump out.
Yeah, give me your money.
Give me your money now.
They usually make you pump it first.
How many gallons do you think you need?
I'm gonna just have them do 10,
40?
probably 30.
30 out of this? Okay.
See how we do how well we do backing out of here. I've never tried to back out, but I don't want to hurt the trees. Jeff, get the fuck off of me, dude. Trying to drive here, bud. He's all trying to climb in my lap.
Let me drive. I could do it.
I remember when we used to get on campus, my dad used to put me on his lap and let me drive.
Yeah.
He used Yeah.
I remember them days. That's when you know you're having fun. That wasn't so bad at all.
Learn something new every day.
Well, it's kind of to pull in. It's just really close quarters once you get in there. Sound is gone. It might be lagging. Something. Yeah, let me turn it back towards us. We're getting aware of a bunch of people over here. Front door service, sir. All right, I'll be back. Fuck, there's so much dust in this thing. Steady as she goes. How you doing this morning?
No.
Oh my goodness. Little sugar. Oh no.
Stay down.
Her boyfriend left.
So are we visiting the church with Gabe?
Huh? Oh, we're gonna get some propane. I don't know. I think he might be going with us. Good possibility.
Like,
You need to be getting ready to get the heartbeats out of here. You need to get the dogs out of here. Sir.
Chelsea.
Huh?
Didn't I like Chelsea?
I'm filling propane. Are you new? Gotta get them out of the house, so get ready. Please. That's all. Ain't asking too much.
Like, like, take her down. Take her down. He's complaining like a pussy. Take her down. Is she happy? Fucking shit.
Oh, he's walking over here. Nice. Thank you for helping people when they need it, because this is definitely a time of hardship beginning. It's just beginning now. You can hang on a minute
No.
till they're here. All right. Do me a favor. Hand me my tape.
Tape?
Yeah. I busted the other side of this thing and it's real wobbly.
Chico.
Yeah.
Just put some magnets on it. Make it stronger.
Huh?
Just put some magnets on it. Make it stronger.
You need the rock and roll taken out of it too.
What?
So it needs a little more than a stronger magnet to hold it on there. It's got a pivot point. And it rocks and rolls on there. Real good.
Beat the puppy.
Oh.
The hell of the world where we stand, yet you fail to see the reason, the brink of the end. The consequence of your mistakes.
How are you today? Did I get the call?
Consumed by the pressure in a chaotic dimension, the brink of the end. Perfect cannot be escaped. Is there no other nature and of this nightmare?
Look out. I'll walk up a couple feet. I misjudged. I know, I'm terrible. You'd think I'd get it right once in a while, huh?
It's almost like you have a couple extra. It's almost like you have a couple extra feet of RV. And it's just a different spot.
Yeah,
Slightly different.
it is in a bit different.
Sugar. Sugar. Your baby girl.
Chilly out there, Chico.
Sugar, get down.
Scoop these up, Chico.
No. Lock the door, keep it out.
Shit.
Chico. Get down. 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 No. No.
Look at it, Joe. I gotta look at this today.
There you go.
Ah. Change, huh? That's laundry shit.
Dude, I met the former chairman just now.
Yeah.
He looked at me and was like, hey, how are you? Mr. Savoy too. I said, hey, how are you? I go, you have a great, impeccable taste. I do. I got a jacket just like that. Oh, what are you doing? He see me coming running out. Oh, I'm doing good. I got my hair cut, trying to look at what the latest fashions that the older women are wearing. See if I can start looking. Spit like you guys.
You gonna leave your box sitting up over there?
Now.
Seamus.
Where we going? Not like it's going anywhere.
Well, I was going to Winslow get some water and dump tank.
Sugar, get down! Come here, man. Go with it.
Okay, cool.
Get down. Get down.
We may stop at this church if I see the fucking gate open. Just saying.
I got a letter to write.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where I was going. Fuck it, huh? Adventure. That guy, what he was doing, a lot of people didn't like, and he had a security detail. That Kermit.
Follow him around.
Yeah, he was the one that where all this thing was happening. He was the one that was presiding over it.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's a Mormon.
Boy, that's tough.
Huh?
To be caught in office at that time. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Well,
I knew it was coming, but...
At that time, my baby mama, she was working for the, she was a tribal secretary. So she seen what I was doing, what my mom was doing, you know, and in the manner in which we were doing it. So I think that kind of turned her on because, you know, look at me. I go over there and I you know, I'm not talking shit. I know how to act in front of dignitaries, you know. And I really chewed out that lady because, you know what? She didn't identify herself. She let me go on, and I told her, I go, wait a minute, so you're not so? She goes, no. I go, oh, excuse me, because you have all these dark glasses. I go, you look like my guy. And she goes, looks at me, and she smiled because, you know, and then she's probably wondering, like, wow, does this guy talk to his auntie like that? Yeah, because there's auntie, and then there's this, but I'm glad that I talked to her. Now she can convey that message instead of me confronting it right in front, because if it was my aunt, I was expecting her to come back at me with shit. And then what she says, she goes, what? We have our own tour guide from Sabalabi? She said that. I go, yeah, that's me. And she goes, and I told her, I go, what I didn't like about the security guy, he didn't announce himself. He was a big fat guy, and I was asking him, you know, which side are you going to choose? Are you going to choose administration or are you going to choose traditional? Because that's not going to be sustainable, you know.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, you know, he doesn't have any insignia, he doesn't have a gun, he doesn't have this and that. You know. What's he going to do if somebody don't want to be removed? He's going to manhandle me, you know.
Call for backup.
Yeah. And then too, you know, she was just listening to me, and she was telling about the representative, and I was like, I really don't care. I do them. And she was smiling the way I was talking. I go, I really don't care what they say. That thing has already been proved back in the day. Basically, grandfathered in. And if these guys want to make a big deal about it, I'll go down there and I can represent everything like this. Like the way I am, the way I am all the time. That's why people don't like me. You know, if there's going to be rules for one other person and another rules for another, this tribal nepotism has to stop.
That's not right.
And I go, and if people are going to be making, I go, that's why I'm recording. Anybody going to cover libel, slander, defamation of character. And if these things don't want to be applied, I'll go over there and make noise and ask why they're not being applied. I go, you know what I'm getting gas for? I go, this is the guy who changed bills, you know, wrote up legislation, dropped it, and it was, you know, ratified in Congress and it became law. I go, that's why all this stuff, I go, that's what I'm talking with this. You know, you guys don't know who you guys are denying access to. You guys just blatantly want to, you know, have power without any kind of consultation, you know, or consultation with who you're, you know, impeding. You know, people want to come out here and see people in those books. Even more so, like, oh, you mean that kid? That kid right there? He's a tour guide. I want to get his, you know,
opinion and to have him take me around.
Of course,
been here a while.
I get it. If it was to do that, what happened? I would need you as employees. I'd be employing Jameis. Jameis would be my tech guy out here.
And be setting a higher standard.
Well, they need to understand too, you know, if they're going to be trying to make all these rules for us, they got to follow them themselves.
Agreed. It's the only right way to do it.
And then too, I don't want people coming up after me having to go through the same damn things I did. I want my life to have some purpose so people can have the things easier. That's what our lives are for. You gotta keep going through that grind. And it's kind of like, I don't like really, honestly, the soul-sucking aspect of what that machine is. But I really think it's up to us people to do what's in our hearts to do it. I think we're very responsible for that.
We're the only ones in the way of the machine rolling everyone over.
Exactly. If we don't
Absolutely.
if we don't do that, then we press reset, go all over again. I'm the kind of guy that don't have saves, you know. I just go straight through it.
Burn the bush down. Stop beating around it.
Oh man, I put my foot in my mouth though. And I apologize profusely too.
That'd make it easy. I still couldn't read while I was going down the road though. That's tough. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is the fun part. The fucking road tries to throw you into the canyon. It's like, what the fuck?
I know this road in my sleep, bro. I can tell by the bumps. That's how you know where you're at. And then the cracks in the road and the turns. Yeah.
Yeah, the smoothness is pretty good as far as bumps go down this way.
I don't know how many times I've been down this road.
But the road does this stuff.
She's like, yeah. I was like, I earned every one of these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
I'm displaying proudly.
All my gray hair. What do you think? See where she's going?
Johnny Noah, go.
No.
Fucking Johnny. Ugly fuck Johnny. If he gets in here, I'm gonna fucking set him straight and throw him off somewhere. Fucking talking shit to my mom the other day.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he don't need no ride. Don't diss my hero.
Exactly.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah. I would have jumped on and not got him out. Like, hey man, what you talking shit to my mom?
Pink, pink, and off we roll.
And he would have.
That's been a rude awakening. You think you weren't stopping for a ride? Jalen said, think.
What I don't like about these guys who act effeminate, okay? They'll say stuff and then they'll revert back to their effeminate side thinking somebody won't give them something. I mean, if you're man enough to say something like that to my mom, then you're man enough to take it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't fool me. Unless you want to go apologize. That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Just like when I was wrong. I apologize profusely.
As fast as you can.
Yeah, I go, I'm
usually.
sorry. I go, you look inside. She goes, and she smiles because she does. They look alike. Yeah. She even looks better than my auntie because she looks younger. But they have that same face. And see, we all come from the same place too. We all have the same facial features. Maybe I get mistaken for my brother. No, look at him.
That sounds racist.
They
all look alike.
Yeah. Well, here, amongst ourselves, we can see it. Yeah. You look at my grandpa, you from the side, you start looking at it, you can see it. You know, my grandma, you can see my grandma's face.
Well, that's the same way as us. Little kid.
Shows where you're from. I didn't even know it was coming. I wasn't ready. Well, I think I was ready. I fed all my dogs and cats.
I'm glad you could with us. Who knows what's going to happen today now?
I'm glad she said that though, because right when I explained it, she goes, and she went like this moment, like, wow, you mean some other guys are own tour guys? The way she said it, you know, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah, that's what, the way she said it though. And see, these people in administration and things like that, they wanna extract something from you, you know? And then when I started talking about that, the concept of gatekeeping out here, you should have seen her. And I'm glad that I recorded because I got her facial, you know, cues and things like that. And she knew what I was
Body
talking
language
about.
is strong.
And then too, she goes, "Oh, you're from," and she knew my grandma. And I was like,
Okay.
"Yeah." And then she goes, "Oh, you're Jan's son." Then that look again, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's why you're the way you are." I guess. I don't know.
See, that should definitely be a compliment. I mean, your mom stood up for every one of these people here.
And I think unconsciously everybody's wondering what I'm gonna do.
You've been doing it.
Is there any pressing topics of conversation today?
Everybody seems quiet, but I don't know if it's my chat froze up or what.
I'll see.
My translator there's here, you hit this one.
I see.
Chat filter. Yeah, it's
Skippers. Amy Miller and yeah, Amy Lynn. Just been Amy Lynn looks like. Do you know where Rocky's location maybe you've seen? No. Yeah, I really don't ask people that. But
yeah, I try not to, just the nature of who else is watching and shit. Don't want to make it easy on them.
it's really kind of not for me because, you know, my whole family is really in books, so it's not really no point that I can hide, you know?
Yeah. But I don't try to hide me. I just concern myself over the people. That,
Yeah, I get it. I'm like that with people
Yeah.
too. You know? Uh-oh. My mom had a crap this morning too.
Train yourself a water shaker. Show them how amazing they are. They'll help you with them cramps. Seamus does. I get cramps. I turn around feeling better, and that little motherfucker standing over me, shaking around. I'm like, ah. Healing daddy. Pretty good at it.
Oh, dude, man. If I do give a presentation, I'm going to record it on my end. If they're going to record me, put them on YouTube. Show them exactly what I have to go through to do what I do. And this might even be good for what I'm going to put in my life. You know, I push forth protocol agendas. You know, I push for equality, you know, representation. Yeah.
You're a politician in your own rights up here. You know, that's small town politics. It's just like that. It's fucking eat or be eaten. And you really can't do much from a local politics situation because you're tied from above.
Exactly. And see, when I came out of that door, bursting with energy, like, coming out like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't get why people try to put parameters. But when I see people being themselves and they're responsible for themselves and they're courteous and they're helpful, why would you want to mess with something like that? It's like those guys listening. Do I care that they're listening?
Because you're so busy fucking with everybody.
Am I
It becomes
bragging?
normal.
Those guys are listening, you know.
Yeah.
And see, I think a lot of men are coming out of that sense where they've been taught either by their mothers or fathers. It doesn't really matter. They've been taught by someone to go over there and put, you know, be standoffish to people. But now this new generation, you know what? They kind of like, hey man, that's cool. Well, yeah, you know, like, you know, whereas the people I grew up around, you know, they're kind of like, no, don't say too much, don't talk the boat.
Yep.
And that was hard for
Yep.
me to hear because, you know, what was my mom doing?
Yep.
Rocking the boat and kicking shit down.
That's how I got angry catfish. He said I was going to put everybody in jail for fighting for weed. It had already been medically legal in California. I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
That's what I told her too. I was like, shoot, do these people even know who I mess with? Just like what you said, I kind of said it in a reverse way. Like, you live the local politicians aren't aware of the gravity of the people I mess with. So, you know, like, stay in your little pond, but you know what, I'll address this, you know, because really, in reality, I don't need any of it. I don't need none of that. Nothing that I do or say or...
Yeah, that government doesn't fuck with you. You out there in your field doing your thing, doing your thing, and fucking leave it the fuck alone. That's how it should be.
Did you think I'm gonna put my, you know, I checked their thing again, their sex registry thing again, no females. And then it has a nice piece of paperwork, oh, this is put here, this blah, blah, blah. The first thing I see that girls already know why I complained in there. First thing I did was like this, and I didn't make an issue of it, but because I said something before, they know why I'm taking it again.
See if it's changed.
Yeah. And now I turn my camera on now. It never used to be on. Now, okay, cool. I got it. Noted.
That's a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
Keeps them honest in the moment. Anyway.
And I wasn't half lying when I said to that lady, because most of those ladies are from the same clan, and basically that whole village I'm related to.
They all look alike.
Yeah, it's funny. That's why she said that when she said, oh, we have our own, you know, like that, see? And when you know how to apply it and use it, it's that warm hug that you know where you're from, and that person knows what they're doing. And then, you know, when time comes, politics come, you have to, you know, respect everybody's position and what they're represented professionally. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. And they're trying hard to train people. And those ones with not that proficiency or don't have an aptitude for it, they just shuffle the deck and get them something less visible. You know what I mean? To me, that would be frustrating. You know, and I get why people are walking around with this sense of, you know,
Defeat.
yeah, exactly, because they don't know how to express themselves in the way that they want, you know, and people won't allow for them. Plus, they need to work on that too themselves.
Yeah. Just get out and do it. Get into some debate with a friend. Start that way, practice.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to talk about the things I know are real.
And we really shouldn't be, but that is the biggest, I think, problem in society. Everyone's afraid to stand up for themselves. They think they're alone.
Yeah.
Mostly because of TV.
Well, I think too they're too dependent on people's opinions and validation.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're definitely afraid of what their neighbor's going to think of them.
I want to know the first thing how to handle that.
A lot of times, yeah.
You know, you see me go outside naked outside my house with the snow, you know. That's what I do. If they're watching, cool. Because I'm going to catch you watching. I'm like, hey, why are you watching me? This next one I'm going to do, just completely naked with just the GoPro on. No, yeah. With the POV going on.
Well, you might want to have it on video me in the snow.
Okay.
That's going to be better. We're like, I'm dying!
Stand there while I pelt me with snowballs. You holding Kim. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you.
I would, I'm curious. See how my magnet actually gets cold.
You know what that focus is? Doing that? Focus is this. And you learn that your sensations and things, to me in my mind, you needs that fortitude of mind, because then you start looking at cold like, nah, it's mind over matter. That's when you start thinking this up here. Then it doesn't, you don't feel it. Yeah, then you don't feel it. Again, how that
Usually when it gets cold, it incapacitates me.
yeah, you're gonna have to find that threshold for yourself. I don't know, I can't teach that.
My back just does right here, right here.
When we were in K-Town 14, 15 years ago, before we got this house up here, there was no hot water at that house. And so my mom would warm it up, but I would think cold. One time my mom was in a hospital, and my brother was kind of being this way and that way. And I told myself, my brother doesn't want to go and visit my mom in the hospital. I'm going to listen, because, you're just being nonchalant about it, So when I went in there, I've been used to that. I directly put my head underneath that thing. Nothing. Everything's done when I walked and I came out. And my brother knows how cold that place is. So when I came out and I was all like this, and I wasn't shaking, I wasn't covering, I'm already used to it. And then he'll come out, he's all like, he did it for me. Yeah, he did it for me. And see, that's how my other friend is too. He's like, why are you out there? I think, they can't see it because, again, it's this. That's where they're stuck. That's why they say things like that. And that's why they have a, he didn't get touched cold, but just the mere thought of it made his body shiver. That's why I say it helps you with the mind. Because once you reach your threshold, you mark it in your head, and you're like, no, I'm never going to be that good again. Soldiers know this too. When they're out in battle, like those ones who fought in Bastogne, in World War II, there's a special episode, there's an episode that's one of my favorite episodes in Band of Brothers, HBO special about World War II, the Battle of Bastogne. Man, those people were colder, but they were focused. They were still going through their drills, patrols, even shaving, cooking and stuff like that, just to keep their mind focused, because they were, warriors out there, And one amongst them had to be, instilling that amongst, showing them, instead of just like, hey, you guys be this. No, he had to be the first one up, had to shave, no matter how cold it was, had to go through his routine,
Lead by example.
Bro, I'd rather take cold than hot. Hot is something else, dude. In the desert,
In the summer,
yes.
in the winter.
Even then, too. Even then, it gets cold, bro.
Yeah.
But still, the hot is different, man. Because we spent summers out here on horseback, nothing but all day in the heat. So I know that stuff, too. Gotta manage your sweat, know when to move. Replenish.
I gotta find that footage so you can see being angels. Cuts off right there. The whole thing looks exactly like that mountain. Fucking craziest thing.
You know what I want to do? I want to go out here and spend some time and do cutouts. Like, this is what I theorize. I put it right up to the horizon. Look at it. Doesn't that look that? Move it. It's like this one, we call that meeting quick, because it's obviously like a breast, nipple.
Yeah.
That's why we call it that. Nipple view. Meeting quick, There's another one out here named for a star. I've had it told to me from a friend of mine that his grandpa, he's from First Mesa, his grandpa got abducted, and those beings that abducted him were kind of performing ceremonies like we would. They gave him a name, everything like that. When he came back, he knew stuff. And what his grandpa told them was that those things took him to one of these buttes over here. And on top of that butte, they did what they did to him. He came back and he knew stuff. I have a friend that lives over there. His name is Willis Naha. His brother probably runs it out there, but they have cattle. So I used to cowboy over here too.
This would be a nice spot to ride a horse through.
Yeah, I always remember because his uncles were on horseback, and they put me on the wild horse, and then it was a joke. Cowboys do this shit to other cowboys. I don't know if you grow up in that environment, you know it. So they put me on the horse and they go right on. They're all. I can see them all looking at each other for some reason. Right when I caught on, one of them came up on horseback and slapped that horse right on a button. That thing took off, man, and I held on to the backside of that. It didn't stop until the backside of that this butte right here. Their house is right there, and it knew where it was going. So by the time it got over here, it stopped, and then they caught up with me. They caught up with me because they were chasing me. They were all looking at me like, and I could see it again. They were all looking at each other. They're like, what? Because every time we've done that to somebody, they've never held on. I go, well, I'm a freaking cowboy. That's why I held on. You know.
You'd be impressed with his mama.
Yeah, and
They put her on a wide ass fucking never broke horse.
yeah, that's what
That
it was.
shit went nuts
That's what
with
it-
her on it. She's so tiny though.
Yeah, she
It's
held
like
on.
she just stuck right there.
Yeah,
Fucker.
exactly.
I was standing there like, oh my god, she's gonna die.
That's how jockeys are small, man.
That's crazy. Weird up. Fucking just started ba-doop, all over the yard.
So we were right about here, and we were riding back to the original spot. So they were like, you know, they told me that no one's ever held on. And I go, you're a freaking cowboy. So cowboy that are on these spurs like you pussies. That's when I said that to them, and they just looked at each other and they kind of rode away. I was like, yeah, okay. Don't be messing around testing people. That's what my dad always says, make that horse work. You know, once it knows your intent, man, it locks in.
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid. That thing smells, feel your fear. Then it starts to doubt itself. And then that's dangerous. There was a road carved into a side like this. And see, I was running that horse as fast as I could, and even more of a steeper climb. And I couldn't stop it, so we went with it. And that's when I flew. Went silent. We were literally flying. We jumped over this fucking road and I made it back to the house fast with my brother. And he was like, "You're fucking crazy." The first thing he said, because I was right when you run your horses, you kind of have to press them down and stop and pull them down and stuff. So I threw down everything. And I ran so fast, and it ran out of the saddle blanket. I don't know, to this day, I don't know where the saddle blanket went. My brother was like, "You crazy?" Because we just now got that horse, and I wanted to know what it was about. That thing was the fastest thing I've ever been on. And then he was saying that, you know, like, again, I don't think the consequences. I just do. You know, doesn't make me reckless and dangerous. I have skill. It was a calculated risk. You know, and I said, "Fuck it," and that's how we flew. And that's what my brother was saying. You know, it's like you're just like, "You're fucking crazy." I go, "I don't know. I had one." And you witnessed that shit. You saw that shit. So that's why, you know, you kind of.
Yeah, I remember him telling that story how you flew and you said flew right out of the blanket. I was like, God. Fucking balls out, baby.
Yeah, that's my sign too. I'm a horse sign. I don't know, bro. I'm glad I was born like this. I can't explain it. I see people who live their lives don't want to do anything like that, but you know what I know about those people? Those people are some of the most frustrated people on earth. And they make trouble for a lot of people because they don't know how to define themselves.
They live in fear.
Those are dangerous people.
Yep.
But they probably consider us dangerous people. Reckless. Abandoned. So I was telling that lady too. I go, I get accused of being, you know, I'm more into that means like mad. I go, but I'm full of passion. I'm full of life. I like going out there and seeing new experiences. I like sharing my experiences with people because I know people aren't going to be out there going, you know, a lot of us sit in our butts.
Yeah, we do. I like to sit on my butt occasionally.
Oh yeah, but
It doesn't hurt.
But you're
You
traveling.
need the rest. Oh yeah, this ain't really sitting on your butt after you're done. Back's all sore and tired.
I'm actually coming this morning. I came to the realization, like, you know what? You're about almost going to turn 50, motherfucker. I was like,
Yeah. Then what you do, it's like, I still feel 15.
Yeah, I do. Still act like it.
Good. Means you're being true to yourself, I think.
And someone write that letter too, like whatever the guys in freaking decide, all this stuff that everybody got, you know, I can just go over there and talk the way I talk, who I talk with, people over there like, hey, you know, that once again, you guys don't want to talk about that, that's cool, you know, I'll make my goals either way. Not that I'm depending on them for their sympathy and shit like that. I can fucking dish it too. I don't know.
One of these, I think, is an old tree. It's up here a little ways, I think. I
There's
forget.
this church and there's another church up there.
That's a church.
Yeah. Why not open? It doesn't look like anybody's there. They're only open on Sundays.
Yeah, usually not.
Yeah, that's a church.
I didn't know that was a church.
Big ass hold on. You see that shape in the Taoism or what do they call it? Those mirrors that the Chinese have too. They're for luck, but that octagon shape is there too. And it reminds me of the Hogan thing, the Navajos.
Okay.
Yeah. Pakwa, they're called Pakwa. They're for good luck, and they're like 3 sets of mirrors that they put. I think the movie Dragon, Bruce Lee explains why they use those things to ward away evil spirits.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like little, they're like coasters, but with mirrors on them. They're shaped, octagon shapes, and there's 3 of them you put them by the window. Must be about the reflecting light or something like that. It's really interesting when you really delve back into people's practices and why they did what they did.
And why they do it.
I think they're remembering some type of technical capability that they had or was around them at the time, and that's their memory. Like us too, we use
To
crystals.
keep it in the tradition.
Yeah, they use crystals. I think sometimes too, we're caught between people having something and not knowing what to do with it. Somebody having the knowledge of what to do with it, but they don't have the information to do it with. I think we're caught there somehow. That's what you especially would know because you're right there about something. You have a nugget of truth. Know you were right, and that's why you and I are. I think I'm your brother that way because shit just sticks in my head like a thorn until I figure it out. And you know what? Damn it, I was freaking right. Just like I explained to this lady, I go, hey, all this gatekeeping that needs to stop. I go, because some of these people, I go, they're not with it, they don't have the experience I do, but I do. And I was explaining to her, I go, and she could see the potential for the story. I could see it. That's why now I know why she's wearing that big old glasses. Why? Because Arab businessmen, they wear dark glasses because they don't want to tip their hand in business dealings. They don't want to have you see their eyes, you know, widen with, you know, with intent. Yeah, they don't want you to see that. And that's why I'm pretty figuring why she does that too.
It's the window to the soul.
Yeah, because she didn't let me look at her eye because, you know, that's what the outside looked like my answer, but right when she said that, I looked at her, I go, oh, I go, now I like this, glasses. That's why I didn't recognize it. And I was wondering why she didn't lean in for a hug, because my auntie usually leans in for a hug when she sees me. That's why I was kind of off put, like, and that's why I told her, I go, I was freaking hurt. What the hell? I go, I took that person because that boy, no, I go, does he want me to hurt him like that too without touching him? I can do that.
Is this me?
It's another church, yeah. Pastor Paddock, if he's still there. His whole family, he's got about 13 boys and girls, all named J, with the letter J. They have a girl named Jamie too, Geraldine, Josiah, what else? Jessica, I think. I think anyway.
Oh, he's got an open gate. Is there anyone in there though?
Cedar Springs Church.
That gate's usually closed.
Uh-oh.
I don't see anyone here though. Maybe he's left it open for when he comes back or something.
How about we just pretend Seamus kicks me off and you guys drive off and see if they come and lift me off the ground?
There's someone at the house. I don't really feel comfortable walking up to their house. That's not in my forte.
Yeah. Wow, look at all the drinks and there. Look at the pasta.
House. I try to meet them.
I know where he lives.
Spread their
We'll
poison.
go to his house.
That's cool. He can have peace in his house. Not like I bring him trouble. Usually, like I said, the
Well, you might
preachers
want
are really receptive to the way I talk to them.
You might want to leave me here then if you're not bringing trouble.
I'm bringing healings. And a message he should have been talking a long time ago to his people.
You know what's messed up? I just now realized something. So what she said, we have our own. We have our own. Uh-oh. I'm uncomfortable then now. Who's this we we're talking about? Do you really have me? How do you have me? How do you own?
You got your own. Shit, you've been doing it for so many years.
Yeah, to be honest, I was waiting for tomorrow to make it be a whole year. That's what I figured. It was going to take a whole fucking year. That's what everybody was telling me. That's what I did too.
Yeah, that's about right. Unless you've got like severe spinal shit going on, stuff like that, you know, that goes a lot longer.
There's churches in Winslow.
Yes, there are.
Hey, maybe we'll see Chris today. One of my friends been wanting to see him. You know, his family owns what they call the Black Elks. It's like the Elks Club, but black version of it.
Okay.
So his family runs over there too. He's the baby of the family too.
That's interesting.
That is.
I like talking to those people too.
Yeah.
They're part of the whole Mason family.
What's that? Elks?
The Elks, all those Masonic clubs.
All the male fraternity orders in this country. Yeah.
High suspicion.
Yeah. There's
For me.
Moose, there's the Elks. My dad used to belong to the Moose. And see, he should, again, you heard me tell this story. He should have never ever been that because of the policies at that time.
Royal Fraternal Order of Moose.
But get this, you know, they want people that have prestige and a civic spirit or accomplishments. My dad was a state champion. So, he's probably rubbing elbows with people, but what did they accomplish? You know what I mean? So that's probably why they
They were
wanted.
white.
Yeah. They probably wanted to hold.
That's a big
Yeah,
accomplishment.
exactly. See, I go places where we're restricted because, you know, again, you know, it's...
You don't know how hard I worked on it.
Exactly. And then see people argue when I say this, like, oh, well, I got the point. You know, the realest people right now, some of these guys they're like that. At this point in society, the realest people right now, you know, they ain't on the internet, down the street. They're homeless people dealing with shit every day. You know, society's rules and whatnot, but they're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And it kind of, you know, yeah.
You have to.
I mean, homeless in California is different than homeless in Minnesota. That's just one difference, you know? Because you know what? I got put out for the night one time. I didn't know where to go. Shoot. I was thinking of holding up in the laundromat, you know? Because there's a camera, and if they're going to throw me in jail, then yeah, it's a one place, you know? But that's how destitute that dude made me feel because, you know, I might go back. I came knocking on the door again, you didn't even open it. On a little sub-zero degree temperature. went back over there and I asked him, and the owner of the bar goes, no, I'll hook you up, you know, come stay at our place. Good feed you, talk to me, give me a shower, took me to my bros, my go-to pizza Mankato, and I hang out. Just like I said, right before the literal storm, you know, yeah, that stuff was coming, and so I barely made it home on, you know, about a week and a half later, here it came. By then, I'd already got sick too. Just went right through me, 1 day and a half, and that was it.
The first couple rounds really did, mostly, except for old people. And they
My mom got it bad.
And you can hear it on the news. Oh, this one's worse. This strain here.
Honestly, I think I was the first one. One of the first. But again, to me, look what I do. Look what I did when I got home. I went out there and it froze. Basically, I got cold again, you know. It's a thing with us. That's why they, you know, mornings we tease each other about like, hey, I got up. Oh, I'm just running back from the mountain. Took a cold ice bath and I'm running back. Because you know what, bro? When we were on the top of our game, that distance was nothing to us. The Hopi Olympians used to run to Winslow and back. Just to go see the train. And that's why I said to Billy Mills, Homeboy could have won the gold. He didn't want the gold. He just wanted the silver. And that's what he said to me. So I love that. I love that. That's what I'm going to write about. I'm a person that waits 40 years to follow through on shit. And I get it. You know, tell me I don't got freaking commitment.
That's a good story for and a backfill for a museum and shit. That's the value of it too, you know. It's like, again, with that sterile label, this is Billy Mills, then the backstory of it, why he wanted the silver. He got what he wanted.
See, like I said, we're both like similar that way. Like, nah, wait a minute. And you actively look for people just like me. I mean, they're not gonna come to you. That's what I'm gonna stitch into my thing.
Yeah.
You know, you not only interrupting my work, you're interrupting my friend's work. You've been over here alone waiting for my ass to get together and help me again. Good old cantankerous self.
You get full health, baby.
Walk, I ran back and forth and shit, man. Let's roll with shit. Thank you again, bro. Thank you for showing up. Thank you.
Thank you for showing up. Really? Somebody come knocking on my door.
Circuitry, man. Circuitry. Oh, yeah. How can we boost our signal? Yeah. Okay, cool.
That'll be about what we pay and we can have
Alright, we'll get to that too. That's the other solution I had too. Like, I'm gonna be able to use it. So we're all gonna have to be able to use it.
Of course, the right stuff.
Nobody out here.
And see, that company was instigated before term and then he's got a monopoly on it. See, all this stuff needs to be addressed. All of it. He's embedded in governance, boys are embedded in law enforcement, so this is the gangsters that run our place out here.
Like, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it does. I think that just goes with the regular service.
The only way that you can find out for sure is to go down to the office and ask. And they'll probably call you. But, you know, it's not that important.
Have 5 gigabytes of data.
See, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that because that needs to be addressed too because that's other complaints that are happening against the victim out here. And that might be intentional too. I don't know. So like again, I'm one of those people that ask those questions, you know, like, you know,
If it's intentionally, probably not going to get much of a good answer.
Exactly. And then if they don't talk about it, I'll talk about it as far. And everybody's gonna say, JJ, wonder why that is. You know, then they'll start asking questions. Investigating. Exactly. That's how I am. That's why I want to go there and check that thing, and then you want to check it. They put a new book, a new